In this video, we are going to be digging into our client Tracy's success in our fat loss program. Tracy was able to lose just under 20 pounds in the span of 3 months, and she has a pretty incredible story. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is Schuyler. I'm the founder of Reach Fat Loss and Fitness. We run a fat loss program that is extremely effective and sustainable. And in this video, our other coach, Amy, is going to be speaking to our client Tracy about her results in our program. As always, if you are looking for fat loss help, if you hear Tracy's story and it is intriguing to you, or you're interested in just chatting what working together would look like, make sure you check down below this video for a link to apply for a complimentary consultation. That said, let's get into the video.
We are here with Tracy Smith, who has been part of our Reach Fat Loss and Fitness program, just recently graduated. And Tracy, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. So tell me a little bit about life before you joined our Reach program, as far as your fat loss and fitness goes.
Okay, so I always thought I ate healthy. Like I didn't do the sodas. I knew the candies weren't good. I mean, I knew, and I didn't have I didn't drink soda, or I didn't think I ate unhealthy. But then I knew about nutrition, and I knew about fasting, and about, I should be lifting weights and I should be walking. But I had a lot of, I didn't realize how bad I self-sabotaged myself. And I got to the point where I looked at my weight and I was telling myself, my body is always going to be this way. Nothing I do is helping it. I'm trying and nothing's working. So I had a lot of stories that I told myself over and over again. And I've tried different things, sometimes product that promised my health and fitness goals. And I thought, okay, I'll do this. And at that time, my husband's like, I'm tired of you spending money on that kind of stuff. And it's not that it wasn't helpful. It just wasn't helpful for me.
Right. Okay.
And and my mind was not in the right place either. And that was big. So, my weight was just going out of control. I felt like I just didn't feel good. I was crying, going to my closet almost every day. So I was struggling.
Yes.
Big time.
Did you feel like you were just like on that roller coaster of trying everything and maybe having a little bid of success, or was it ultimately just never could find anything that worked?
I mean, I felt like I had some success in that, I'd maybe lose a few pounds. I'm like, oh, I've lost 2 pounds, but I didn't even know what I was doing to lose that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a consistent thing. So how I've explained it in the past is like puzzle pieces. So I knew about, walking's good for you, but I'm not consistent with it. I knew that eating well is good for you, but I didn't know, like I kept hearing protein. I'm like, well, what do I eat? Just tell me, somebody tell me and I'll do it. And so the weightlifting and the fasting, I knew about fasting. I tried intermittent fasting before. I was like, I'm not doing it right. I don't know what's going on. So all the puzzle pieces came together when I found you in the program and Schuyler. So and I still had hesitation and some mindset blockage too, issues.
So then you decided to take a leap of faith and join the program. I remember our conversation. There was definitely some hesitation, and you really weren't sure if your husband was gonna support you in it. So tell us a little bit about that. How did that end up playing out for you?
Well, I remember in July of 2024 seeing a picture after a family gathering, and that was the picture that I said, that's it. I can't look like this. I knew that my habits or whatever I was doing or not doing wasn't sustainable, and it wasn't a place I wanted to be. So I stumbled upon your account. I was like, Fat Amy is where I am. Fit Amy is where I want to be. I'm in A place. I need to be in C place, but how do I get there? I needed to find the B point. So, and it still took me a few months to there was a family travel event and all that. So then I finally said, okay, I'll invest in myself. I talked to my husband. He said, this is it. No more after this. because he's like, you're spending all this money on all these things. And I mean, I've had programs before too. And I had a little bit of success. And then I just kind of fell back in my old ways. And I was tired of going in my pantry at night, trying to find sugar. I mean, I knew I had this sugar craving. I knew that my nutrition wasn't the best. I also have some, diabetes in my family. I was gestational diabetic with 3 out of 5 of my babies. So I knew that what I was doing was not going to help me.
Right.
And for the rest of my life. So I needed to do something.
Right.
And I needed to find the answer.
Yes. Well, and we're so glad that you found some success at Reach. And tell us a little bit about when you started in the Reach program. Like, what was it? When did it click for you? Or when did you figure out, like, this could be the answer? This could be what I'm looking for?
Well, the initial introduction call. So I started in January 2025. And the initial introduction call was like, okay, these are the 4 pillars. I was like, oh, okay, I can walk, I can learn good nutrition, the fasting. I was so excited about learning how to fast properly. And then the weightlifting. So I was excited about the 4 pillars. In the course, like I've said before, the mindset, I was like sitting back watching Schuyler on that video, and I said, I don't like this mindset stuff because I don't know if it's going to help. I just need to find out how to eat right. And so then he kept going into my brain. He knew exactly what I was thinking. And so I tried so the shift for me was really mindset, because I knew about nutrition before, but I didn't have my mind in the right place. I remember thinking when I was eating properly a couple years ago, like consistently, this isn't fair. Every day I'd tell myself, this isn't fair. Why do I have to work this hard to eat like this? Why do I have to work this hard? Nobody else has to work this hard to look good. It was just this constant noise in my head. So the mindset part of the course got me into thinking more positive. So I didn't have time to think about the negative as much. And I was able to focus more on, I was done with the excuses and I was ready for execution. So that helped, the mindset. And then I could, once I wrote down, did the morning routine and could just over and over again tell myself my goals and affirmation, then I could go and feel better about doing all the pillars. So that helped. But yeah.
Great. Well, what was your favorite thing about the program?
I did like the group calls. And I, of course, the support, encouragement from you and Schuyler was amazing. Your stories were after hearing more about Schuyler's story, he was relatable to me too. It was neat to hear your stories and his, and so y'all were relatable. So I loved working with you and Schuyler, who were relatable, encouraging, supportive. I never felt like, you told us you've been through all the stages. So that helped me. Yeah. I was like, okay, she's been here. And you believed in me before I did. I borrowed your belief, because I remember after week 1, I remember telling you, I'm always going to be this weight. I don't think anything's going to work. I remember, and you're like, no, just keep at it. You'll do it. It'll fall into place. You'll start feeling better. And I was like, all right, I'll trust her. I'll trust the process. I'll trust the course. And that was a roundabout answer. There were a lot of things I liked about it.
It is hard. I catch myself saying my favorite thing about the program, and then I'm like, that's not true, because I have so many favorite things about the program.
Right. It's doable. It's sustainable. That's another thing. I think that's the best part too, as what I've learned, I can just keep perfecting and keep at it. Yeah. And do this forever.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. And I do remember the first couple of weeks were a little slow on the progress, but then you really just kicked into very consistent action, and we're getting very consistent results.
Right.
So what did your 12-week program net for you, Tracy, as far as weight loss, fat loss?
Yeah. So it was 20 pounds, and And this week I hit my goal range that I wanted. I still have some
Congratulations.
goal weight, but I was like, okay, by Easter, I want to hit around this. And so I'm, by August, my 50th birthday, I'm going to hit this. And so I'm on track. And I feel so much relief. I really can't believe it. I look in the mirror. I've been trying on bathing suits. I'm like, oh my gosh, these bathing suits are looser than they were.
Yeah.
So for motivation, before I went out and did my leg workout this morning, I was like, let me try on some clothes. Okay, I need to go back out. I'm going to go do the weights because that's kind of my motivation. I have a wardrobe now.
Yeah. That's exciting, and that's a good thing. And the important thing is that what I love about our program is you can lose the weight, but ultimately you take on the tools that can keep you in it forever. And
right.
and you learn that you have all the power to feel good about yourself.
Right.
Just
right.
taking care of yourself.
Right. And I love that I'm choosing the right foods. And I remember you saying in the past that your hard work has paid off. This is what your body looks like because this is what you did. You didn't swallow a pill or take anything that helps things. But so that's something it's something to be proud of.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, well, we certainly are proud of you. How would you just sum up your experience or how you have felt? Because you haven't been graduated that long, but how has life been without being in the program per se?
Well, I'm happy that it is sustainable and but I also, I miss the group calls, but at the same time, I'm happy that I'm able to still be in the Facebook group and see different success stories, and it helps motivate me. And before I graduated, I remember being very intentional about what I was thinking, because I was thinking, okay, I'm not succeeding and I'm not seeing big and small wins because it's because of what I'm doing. I kind of had to separate between, yes, getting me on the right track was necessary for me with the program and with you and Schuyler. I needed y'all to get me going. I needed that accountability right then.
Yeah.
I remember what I felt before the program, and I know I don't want to go back to that place, and I know how I feel now. So that gives me my motivation to keep going.
That's awesome.
I don't want to go back to crying and feeling awful and telling myself bad things.
It feels too good to feel good to ever go back.
Right. And when the days get, some days I'm like, oh, do I have to get up right now? I'm like, no, I have to show up for myself.
Yeah.
Like you say, show up for your future self.
That's right. Your future self is counting on you. That's for sure.
Right. That's right.
Awesome.
So,
well, Tracy, we're so proud of you, and just keep us posted on your continued success. And we're always going to be cheering for you, and we're just grateful for you.
Okay.
So, Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you so much for watching that interview. I hope that you had some very positive insights and that you are ready to continue your fat loss journey. If you are struggling to lose fat or you are looking for guidance or accountability, I'm going to invite you to check out below this video in the description. We've got a free application page where we are offering fat loss roadmaps. You can click on that page, you can watch the video to learn a little bit more about what we do, and then if it feels like a good fit, you can grab a time to chat. So head down below this video, check that out. Besides that, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and of course, as always, make sure to eat smart, move more, sleep deep, and be grateful for this moment. I'll see you in the next video.